You need to hold her accountable. Your manager, that's not fair to you. And then that's another fight I'm gonna yell at someone else. I've been touring since I was 16.
Yeah, and they just like want to up the youth. It's so bad. It's so crazy.
You know what I saw today?
What?
Which was so crazy. It was like, I mean, maybe it wasn't that crazy, but it's like huge vape store. On the window, it said, student discount, like something like 25% student discount. I'm like, that's horrible.
That's how I know I'm really frontal lobing too, because I'm just like,
Want to know what's messier than a group chat after bottomless mimosas? Brooke Schofield and Tana Mongo's podcast breakup. These two had us laughing, gasping, and occasionally questioning our own sanity on Canceled. But now, the energy's giving. Divorce court meets influencer beef night. Fans are convinced there's bad blood thicker than Tana's lip filler, and they're digging for it like it's buried treasure. Suddenly, every side-eye, awkward laugh, and subtle jab from the podcast is under forensic-level analysis. Meanwhile, Twitter's acting like it's the finale of Real Housewives of YouTube Who's to Blame? Who's faking it? And is it really just creative differences or a slow-burn digital divorce? The suspense is juicier than a hot girl summer scandal. Tana tried to play peacemaker with a classic PR move.
Excuse me, how are we surprised? Did y'all forget about the Mindy drama? Did y'all forget when Tana literally got on her full-ass YouTube and made a video exposing Brooke to filth? And then Brooke made a response video and it literally broke the internet?
I love Brooke. Don't twist that ox. Babes, no one believed her. Not even her ring light. Sure, she says they're simply moving on to new content lanes, but if vibes could talk, theirs would be screaming into the void. Fans are calling BS faster than Tana can light a blunt on live. Let's be real. When your bestie says she still loves you, but also mentions she's outgrown the friendship, it's giving soft launch of a friendship breakup. Tana's done this rodeo before. She knows the script. Sprinkle a little grace, a little vague shade, and suddenly you're the spiritual Gwyneth of YouTube.
Schofield is no longer part of the Canceled podcast for what appears to be an indefinite amount of time. Here is everything that we know so far. This is Brooke Schofield. She is a famous influencer who has been in the news a lot this past week after some of her.
But behind that filtered friendship exit, we smell burnt bridges and unfollowed finstas. Enter Brianna Chickenfry and Josh Richards, who decided to toss gasoline on this dumpster fire over at the BFFs podcast. Their take? Brooke and Tana definitely hate each other, and not in the fun reality TV way. We're talking full-blown blocked on everything except Venmo vibes. Brianna even compared it to why Plan Bray Uncut ended.
talked about this in an episode, so I'll keep it whatever. But I need to make a lot of decisions for my physical health and mental health and life and future, and I'm just like, geez Louise.
I just thought that was so crazy. I'm like, that's like having like a senior discount at the vape store. It's like, what the hell do you mean?
Too many hate comments turned the vibe toxic. And let's be real, nothing kills girl boss energy faster than a comment section that reads like a roast battle from hell. These podcasters weren't just spilling tea, they were brewing a whole new kettle. Their casual dragging felt less like an opinion and more like an intervention. When the internet accused her of loathing Tana, Brooke did what any chaotic good influencer would do, replied with a snark bomb. Her comeback? Having different opinions, loathing each other. Noted. Insert mic drop. It's the modern equivalent of slamming a locker shut while storming out of a teen drama scene. But don't be fooled. Underneath that sass was a woman on the edge. The comment sections were full-on medieval. People weren't just speculating, they were rewriting her personality like a bad Wattpad fanfic. The Brooke versus. Tana narrative became the new is water wet debate, and Brooke wasn't having it. It's giving Regina George if she shopped at Aloe. Brooke didn't just clap back, she nearly detonated. In a TikTok that hit harder than a tequila shot on an empty stomach, she admitted the hate was so relentless it made her want to quit everything. She even called it her life subscription. Dark? Yeah. Honest? Painfully. One troll said they'd rather see the podcast hosted by Tana and a toaster than endure more Brooke. And she read it, out loud, for millions. It's rare to see influencers admit the comments are getting to them. Brooke didn't just admit it, she live-streamed the breakdown. The lesson? You might have a ring light, but nothing illuminates hate like viral fame. Just when you thought the drama had hit its peak, Jeff FM decided to toss gasoline on the already blazing fire and throw Brooke straight into the lion's den. The episode didn't just toe the line, it sprinted past it in Yeezys. With the casual cruelty of guys who think just asking questions is a get-out-of-cancellation-free card, the podcast went full savage mode. Subtlety? Non-existent. They tossed out accusations like darts at a dive bar, calling Brooke racist, dragging her relationship like it was last season's gym membership, and treating internet hearsay like verified intel. It wasn't even masked as edgy humor. This wasn't satire. This was digital shade, gift-wrapped in bro talk and, oops, did I say that? Energy. The hosts riffed like they were reading Reddit comments out loud, parroting, I heard on the internet. Like that counts as journalism now. Spoiler, it doesn't. And if your main source is the comment section on a TikTok video, maybe don't launch a full-blown character assassination in front of hundreds of thousands of listeners. Brooke's reputation? Stomped harder than a croc in Coachella mud. No chance to defend, no room for complexity. Just vibes and viral shade. In the world of podcast beef and internet mob justice, it's not about who's right, it's about who gets the last mic drop. Then plot twist. Brooke drops the engagement bomb like it's the season finale of The Bachelor 1 minute. She's in apology mode. The next, boom. Perfectly manicured hand, massive rock, and a caption that screamed, new chapter, with just enough mystery to stir the pot. Instagram saw the diamond sparkle. Twitter saw red. Suddenly the narrative flipped. Hard. Fans didn't flood her comments with congrats. They brought receipts. Allegations started surfacing about her fiancé's alleged past, specifically whispers of him dating someone way too young. Within hours, her fairy tale announcement turned into a full-blown expose carousel. Threads, screenshots, TikToks with ominous background music and dramatic zoom-ins. The internet didn't just question, it investigated. Brooke, clearly blindsided, clapped back in full ride-or-die mode, insisting there's not a single human validating the rumors. But in the digital coliseum, where truth moves slower than speculation, that wasn't enough. The internet doesn't wait for facts. It manufactures its own, remixing drama into viral content faster than you can say, soft launch. So now, Brooke's got more than a ring on her finger. She's got a cancellation cliffhanger wrapped in velvet proposal boxes and Instagram filters. Because this drama ring, honey, it doesn't come with a return policy. Now this is where things get Shakespearean. Messy friendships, public reckonings, and a digital stage packed with spectators hungry for blood or redemption depending on the hour. Brooke, facing cancellation like a gladiator in Gucci, steps into the lion's den, an interview with Isaac Rell. No script, no safe edits. The topic? Her own actual racist tweets. Not a vague, mistakes were made apology. Not a deflection masked as accountability. She went there, head on. No PR spin. No crocodile tears. Okay, maybe one real one. She admitted they were shameful and that she already knew that before the internet found them again. In a sea of influencer apologies that feel like AI-generated remorse, Brooke's moment stood out. It was raw, shaky, messy in a way that felt almost too human for the algorithm to compute. She didn't roll in with a Notes app statement or a ring light setup. She brought her whole damaged, still learning self. And honestly, that's rare. Uncomfortable, yes. Cringe, absolutely. But real? Somehow, yes. Was it enough? That's not up to Isaac or the fans or even Brooke herself. That's the thing about redemption arcs. They don't belong to the person living them. They belong to the audience watching. And this audience, they're still deciding. The comment section on the podcast, an absolute war zone. One half came armed with empathy. Good for her for facing it, they said, as if bravery alone could scrub the timeline clean. The other half, pitchforks out, platforming her as irresponsible, as if one episode undid years of harm. Brooke, to her credit, delivered a thoughtful, nuanced response to a wildly layered situation. Careful, considered, human. But let's be real. Nuance doesn't trend. Outrage does. Viral clips and cherry-picked sound bites flooded TikTok within hours, stripped of context and juiced for maximum drama. And Isaac? He caught strays too, for simply turning on a mic. For some, giving any airtime was seen as complicity, not curiosity. The court of public opinion moved fast, and it didn't wait for evidence or explanations. It never does. Redemption arcs aren't allowed when audiences are addicted to takedowns. People don't want growth. They want screenshots, scandals, and apology videos filmed in poorly lit bedrooms. But make no mistake, just because she's got a ring doesn't mean she's off the grid. The followers, the likes, the drama, they're still watching. Still waiting. The real kicker? Canceled may be 6 feet under, but its ghost is still haunting our For You pages. It gave us exactly what we signed up for. Chaos, comment section wars, inside jokes turned into fan-made memes, and the slow-mo implosion of a friendship that was always one tweet away from total meltdown. Was it real? Was it scripted? Who cares? Because it was entertaining. If this is the end, it's one hell of a cliffhanger. And in the world of influencers, endings are just rebrands in disguise. Stay tuned because, baby, this tea's not cooling down anytime soon.